Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News, local police have issued a warning to red light runners. Grow Rotorua is the new name of the council-controlled organisation, and local employers feel more positive about our economic future. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. Driver behaviour at intersections has prompted local police to issue a warning. Senior Sergeant Denton Grimes says drivers running red lights is becoming an issue on our roads. Senior Sergeant Grimes says the issue has been brought to police attention by the public.
Well, in regard to a red traffic light, that means you must stop at that intersection and wait till you get a green light before you move off. And with the amber one, there's always a little bit of confusion about when they should or when you should stop. An amber light doesn't mean you have to speed up to get through the lights. It means be prepared to stop and stop safely. And there are occasions when it changes just as you approach the intersection. You will not be stopped or ticketed if you go through, but if you have plenty of opportunity to stop, you will be ticketed.
Grow Rotorua Limited is the trading name selected by the directors of the new council-controlled organisation, or CCO. Chairman John Green said the board had selected the name as it had already had some momentum, having been used as a working title by Rotorua District Council during development of the CCO concept. Mr Green said Grow Rotorua directors had also kicked off the process for recruiting a chief executive, and that position was being advertised immediately. He says they're looking for a natural leader with sound strategic skills and senior management experience in economic development, investment or marketing. Locals can feel more positive about our economic future. That's according to recruitment specialist Mandy Pole. Ms Pole says employers have been through some tough times recently, but are now looking for more part-time employees.
At the moment, we're sort of on the cusp of a new beginning, really. We've obviously had quite hard times recently. Lots of employers are going through taking the opportunity to sort of rethink their employment processes and rethink how their work designed. There's been a lot of redundancies and people are finding it a bit difficult. But things are on the up. Things are looking pretty good. We've got a lot of employer comments out there saying that they're right on the cusp of wanting to hire new staff.
And we'll have more from Mandy Pole on where the job situations are coming from in tonight's City News. A group of farmers in the Rotorua area have started an experiment to see if they can reduce pollution in the lake by holding back floodwater on their land. The aim is to reduce the amount of phosphorus washed off farms into Lake Rotorua and other waterways during storms. About 12 tonnes of phosphorus, mainly from fertiliser, gets carried into the lake each year. Phosphorus and nitrogen are the two main nutrients polluting the lake, and farmers are testing the theory that building bunds or low-level earth dams around paddocks will help to contain the phosphorus and keep it on the pasture where it belongs. In sport tonight, with Te Puke Sports and Tauranga Sports having already booked semi-final berths in the PGG Wrightson Baywide Rugby Premier title race, the remaining two spots will be fought out between Opotiki, Rotoiti and Te Puna, who are separated by just a solitary point. Te Puna will be expected to improve their place on the standings when they play Waikite and Rotorua tomorrow, and the other two contenders have away trips to the Western Bay of Plenty. Tauranga Sport will host Rotoiti at the Tauranga Domain, with Opotiki travelling to Blake Park to face Mount Maunganui. Let's check out the weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, cloudy periods, northerlies developing, an overnight low of 6, that's a little bit warmer. Tomorrow, for Saturday, cloudy with some drizzle at times, northerlies, a high of 13 and a low of 8. The outlook for Sunday, drizzle turning to rain, fresh northerlies, a high of 13 and a low of 11. And the marine forecast for Saturday, northerlies 10 knots rising to 20 knots by evening, waves rising to half a metre during the afternoon, fair visibility in patchy drizzle. And don't forget to check out our program listings and upcoming events in our great city. You can go to tvrotorua.co.nz. And coming up after the break, Alan Solomon checks out the Marae Expo at Ohinemutu, and Carly Jackson takes a look at the employment scene with recruitment specialist Mandy Pole.